It's afternoon, Thursday, January 5th. I'm going to start my artesian bread. This is a very easy recipe. It does take a while to let it rise, so I would do it either maybe the evening before or early in the morning. So it's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm a little bit slow on this today. So for this, what we need is 3 cups of flour, just all-purpose flour. Get a knife and measure this. I've had this bowl, this pottery bowl, for years. I don't even know how long I've had it. It's 2 cups. Someplace around here I have my grandmother's, but his has a crack in it and a hole, so that's just for nostalgic purposes. Okay, here's my 3 cups of flour. I have 1 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon of yeast, and 1 1/2 cups of warm water. Now, get this all stirred up. This is just a very basic white bread, but it has a wonderful crust on it. Get this all mixed up. Only takes a couple minutes. And then, like I said, I'm going to cover this with saran wrap, and I'll put it aside. It sits at room temperature for anywhere from 8 to 24 hours. So I will put this in the oven right before I get ready to make dinner tonight. And I will also show that, do a video on that, as I'm going to make something I made when my 3 kids were small. It was called Hollywood chicken. Very easy, but a very good one-pot recipe. So there we go. Cover this with foil, or excuse me, with saran wrap. Let that sit for 8 to 24 hours. That'll be about 8 hours. Not quite 8 hours today, since I didn't get this done in time. So I will see you later. Well, good afternoon. It is now Friday afternoon, about 2:23. So it's been 24 hours since I did my dough for my artesian bread, and it has sat room temperature on the stove here, covered up with saran wrap for 24 hours. So now I'm going to take the cover off. I'm going to take the dough. I'm going to flour my hand a little bit so it doesn't stick too much. And all I'm going to do is take this dough out of here and put it on this floured cookie sheet that I have already, and it'll sit on this for an extra 30 minutes. And then once it's done sitting, almost like a second raise, I suppose you could call it, it'll go in the oven for 1 hour. And that's all there is to it. Like I said, this is a easy peasy bread. There is no kneading needed. There we go. Just want to form this into a ball. As much as a ball as you can get it into. And just let it rest 30 minutes. And then we'll be back. And it'll go into my metal Dutch oven, because that has nice high sides. And that'll bake for 30 minutes covered. And then I will uncover and bake it for an additional 10 to 15 minutes. So it gets golden brown in color. So this works. Nice ball here. I'll let this sit, and I'll see you in 30 minutes. Well, the bread has sat for actually probably an hour. I got busy doing other stuff and lost track of time. So it didn't raise as what I thought it would, is what my previous breads that I have made, but I've never made the artesian bread, so this may be what it's supposed to look like. So I put my pan, my high-sided pan, in the oven, set the oven at 450, and I put the pan in there to preheat. So I'll get that out now. And I will carefully put my dough on it, slice an X in the top. Carefully put that in the pan. Doesn't look like much right now. It does have an X in there though. Let's see if I can make it a little bit more prominent. And I'll put it back in the oven. It'll bake for 30 minutes. Then I'll be back with you after that. And I have to cover it. After 30 minutes, I'll take it out, take the cover off. It'll bake for about 15 minutes more. So here we go. Ooh, on this nice cold day, that nice warm oven feels good. So I'll put that there. Turn my timer on for 30 minutes, and I'll be back. Well, it's time to take the pan out of the oven, to take the lid off. Whew. Warm. Ooh. actually. I don't see the X, it just sort of, it's going to be a nice crust on there. So I'll take my chances, took the lid off, put it back in the oven, and it'll go in there for 15 minutes. And we'll see you when it's ready. Well, the time has come to turn off the oven. Take the bread, the pan out. Oh my gosh, it looks wonderful. Nice and golden brown. Little white flecks from the flour. I think I will get a cookie sheet here, or a cutting board. Put that down. And it seems like it's just, yep. It's just gonna slide right out. Put that back up here. That looks wonderful. Nice hard crust. Gonna let it cool for a little bit, maybe 10-15 minutes. Then we'll be back to cut into it and do a taste test. Okay, bread has cooled, warm to the touch. I have a bread knife here. It smells wonderful. We need smell-o-vision next for our cameras and smartphones. It's still steaming. Nice little holes there to gather all the butter crevices. And this is real butter. I no longer use margarine. Have my taste tester over here. See what he says. Wow.
Of course.
It works? Thumbs up. I like this. This would be good with a stew or a chili. I like this. It's good
French
bread.
onion soup.
French onion soup. Awesome. Thumbs up from Two Family Homestead. Subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Give us a thumbs up. Till the next time, have a good one.